Well, hello my YouTube friend. Today it's gonna be a special video to say the least. I don't know how to start it, so I'm gonna try it, and if it doesn't make any sense, I will stop it. So first of all, we are here to discuss about this beautiful knife from Master Lee Williams, the Crux Donk one-off. One-off because Lee did only, I would say, 5 or 6 of Crux with the crop circles, and the other one are blue, where this one is green, and this is the only one like that. So that's a special knife. Well, I mean, either from the model, the Crux, which is discontinued, and he didn't make that much, and for the fact that the crop circle was probably one of the nicest finish of those. And especially this one being the one-off in green. So that's a very, very special knife that I'm going to present you. But first of all, I need to make some kind of disclaimer, because for those of you who know me, you know that lately I've been, shortening my collection to the pieces of, of knife maker that I know, with whom I have a lot of interaction, that I really consider as close to me and everything. So, or that I don't know actually. So, but I mean, the more it goes, the more I'm compelled to buy knives from a maker with whom I have a lot of interaction. I don't have any interaction with Lee, and if anything, I'm on his blacklist. Not, I mean, it's a stupid story. So, long story short, I'm on his blacklist. The gentleman around him had some kind of discord with me, and I'll never get a knife from Lee. That is for sure. I mean, I'm laughing, but it's not that laughable. But from where I'm standing, those gentlemen didn't do anything wrong, except probably to misjudge me. I mean, I made a small mistake with a friend. I try to apologize and everything, but, we are not here to make any kind of drama. This is absolutely not my point. Again, from where I'm standing, if I consider those guys to be, acting wrong, truly wrong, I would resell that knife instantly. But if anything, that will make this video more interesting, because that I have absolutely no other agenda than to have fun and present the knife that I like. On this one, I will have even less agenda, because that's probably my last Lee Williams ever. So whatever I will say, especially when it's a good thing about this knife, that will be pretty unbiased, I would say. So yeah, that would be unbiased. And first and foremost, I will tell you that this knife is absolutely excellent. I have no real background with Lee's work. That is a maker that is here in the market for a long, long time. He is the inventor of the kickstop that we're going to discuss about on this video, of course, because now we started the video with a review of the knife. He made a lot of things. I mean, in the knife industry, he's a truly, truly great artist and a great maker, and I didn't have the opportunity to test his work, and I have now, and I'm pretty floored with that knife. I'm really, really happy. So we're gonna start talking about the kickstop actually. So the kickstop the kickstop in itself was invented by Lee, but look at that. I mean, I have something that that might interest you. Maybe Lee even doesn't know that, but here is a knife from Leatherman. So look at that. Look at this. So it's of course, you have here the thumb stud, but look, it's not that is interesting. Look at that. Look at this device here. You have here a kick. So that will kick the blade open, and look at that. It stays here, and the stop that you have here is actually fixed. So, but design-wise, it's really, really, really the premises, I would say, of the kickstop. So you have this device for the kick, and you have, so it will kick the blade out. And you have this stop pin that is here. But look at that. Oop, when it's open, come on. When it's open, it really looks like here, the kickstop, the kick, and the stop pin here. So this piece is acting as a kick, kicking the blade out. And here, it will stop. It will act as a stop pin. So that was invented by Master Lee, but you see, Leatherman, of all people, of all factory, invented the premises of the kickstop. So we're all, I mean, in the industry now, they're trying to find the best way to get flipper, and the problem of the flipper is that they give some protruding pieces, which is ugly, to say the least. So anyone, I mean, some makers, not anyone, some makers try to find a way to remedy that. So, for example, Stan Wilson, and unfortunately, I don't have my non-flipper flipper anymore. So Stan Wilson hates those protruding parts, so he invented the non-flipper flipper. For those of you who are interested, check my video or others on the matter. Then after that, you have Gus Cecchini, and also I don't have my collaboration Terzuola Cecchini, that invented the spring-loaded tab, SLT. Absolutely perfect one. It's a device that is here reclined when the blade is closed, and it stays, I mean, attached to the blade. I don't know if I make myself clear, but basically you don't see it when it's closed and you don't see it when it's open. So SLT has probably my preference as for the the non-protruding, I would say, flipper tabs. And then after that, you have Bob Terzuola, that I wouldn't say invented, but you know, he made what we call the low-profile flipper tab. So basically, you don't see it. On this one, actually, it's the prototype, so it's a little bit more protruding than the last one. But you see, it's kind of flush. You don't really see it. And to me, it's probably the sturdiest because it's attached to the blade. There is nothing that, you know, either this piece that is here. Let me try to show you that. So you have this piece here. Come on here. I'll find a way to show it to you. So you have this piece here. Yeah, the kickstop. This piece is totally, separate from the blade. The SLT, you have a kind of spring load tab here that will stay on the back. So it's also, it's not, sorry, it's attached to the blade. It's going to come here, but there is a spring. So in a way, there's a point of weakness there. There you have the non-flipper flipper, which is totally different. So you see, people are trying to find their best to find a good way to get a flipper without too much of a protruding part. So here we need to discuss about the kickstop. So the kickstop to me is really nice because it brings actually two things. A way to deploy the blade and this stop in here. So that's clever. But in anything in life, you have pros and cons. So basically, what I don't really like on the kickstop, especially on the very first one, is that the flipper usually is really, really protruding. On this one, actually, it's a counter example because actually on this one, I really like it. It has this angle here and you almost don't see it. I mean, of course you do, but compared to the other, this one is not very... it's not a big one, and it's kind of flush, you know, in the line. So, what I would say is that when it's open, you don't see it. So, you know, there's no value of not seeing it, except, of course, the fact that it's beautiful. So here it's flush. You see, you don't see the flipper tab. So that's great. And here you see it, but again, nothing really bad. And it works perfectly well. I think that actually the strongest, when I say strongest, I say that at the deployment, the most bold action I get compared to the SLT, the non-flipper flipper, and the low-profile flipper tab, of all those knives, the most bold action, you'll get it with the kickstop. I mean, it brings some leverage on the flipping action that is just about excellent. Now, what I think could be a problem, and again, I have absolutely no idea in time, is the fact that here you see, I'm going to try to show it to you, but you have a moving part, of course, and this moving part, it moves on this axis, and also it has some lateral play. So this is supposed to act as a stop pin here on this, you know, this part here. It is a stop pin when it's reclined like that. So my only concern being that since it's a moving part, and we know that with all the flipping action that we do, boom, boom, the impact here can make it move. I don't know. I'd like to have some more of, feedback on that in time, how this will improve. But and it's just a matter of physics, any moving part is more likely probably to move in time. So that was about the kickstop, and we are almost 10 minutes of video, and we need to move on. So basically, I really like this idea of a kickstop. I think it's really clever. And again, as I said, you have some pros and cons. Basically, it's something that I really, really like. I like this aspect. I like the action on it. It's just fantastic. Now, the rest of the knife is just pure artistry. I absolutely adore this handle. Look at the work of inlays that he does here. You have basically a piece of carbon fiber, and I think that it has to be one piece of milled titanium with the crops here, and this should be, I'm sorry, I don't have the information, but should be also titanium that is anodized in green. It brings some texture when the knife is open, and the feel in it, it's just absolutely excellent. So artistically speaking, this is absolutely, look at that. I mean, the junction here has everywhere, absolutely flush everywhere. So that's a great work of art. Great work of art. So artistry wise, this knife is just perfection. The action, I told you already, just about splendid. Now look at this engagement on the liner. It's rock solid. There is no movement whatsoever on this knife. The liner are thick. They are tapered here in order to give a nice reach for the thumb. So that's a great action, great liner, great engagement. And of course, as you can expect, it's spot on. The detent is really strong, and compared to the other, actually, usually these detent are really even stronger than this one. This one is just about perfect. I mean, the detent is just excellent. I absolutely adore the detent on this knife. The clip is a long clip, and it gives a very nice carry and a very nice retention. And actually, I love the finish on this one because carbon fiber, orange peel here, orange peel makes it for a great carry. I mean, I'm not absolutely afraid to mark this knife while carrying in the pocket, because it's just carbon fiber and basically orange peel finish on the titanium. And again, this is to me, one of the best finish for a great carry, because the bead blast, you will show some traces of some scratches or whatever. You know how it is, man. Titanium can mark very easily. This finish, orange peel, is just excellent for the carry. I like the back spacer, plain and simple orange peel. It gives a contrast with the liner that are here satin. Really nice. Now the blade. The blade is, oh man, to me, that's just about one of the most beautiful blade I've seen. You have a delicate recurve and a nice and long belly here. The hand rubbed, man, it's John Smith, Salmon Arrow, Rexford-like. There is nothing to say about this hand rubbed other than it's just about perfect. Nothing. It's a flawless. And the grind, no bumps whatsoever. I absolutely adore this big swedge. Overall, this nice drop point with the recurve has an excellent blade shape, an excellent user. It's a very significant knife. It's 4 4.25 inch blade. It's sharp as they can come. Man, what can I say other than I'm absolutely pleased with that knife. Don't know if I will keep it for the reason I mentioned above, because, there's, of course, the blade and the artistry and everything. And again, the relationship that you're going to get with the maker. And that's unfortunate, but I don't know. The knife is so well that I think that I'm gonna keep it, because per se, to me, I don't have really an issue with Williams. I truly adore the knife, as you can hear, and I was really happy to do this video. I think that I'm going to post it because it makes some sense. Indeed, that was probably one of the most unbiased video I've ever done, because I have overall mainly only great things to say about this perfect knife, and the only concern that I would have would be, mechanically speaking, the wear in time of the stopping. I am absolutely open to discussion with anyone who knows Lee, and Master Lee himself, if he wants to reach me and give me some feedback about that, because that's just a question and a concern, and I'd be happy to to have those information. So don't hesitate to post and give me your take about that. I'll be more than happy to read about that. And with that being said, my friend, I'll catch you very soon for another video. It was a pleasure. Bye-bye.